Hi everyone, welcome to another tutorial on C language. Today we will learn about call by value and call by reference. So before diving into the concept, I will give you a problem, try to solve that. I have two variables x and y, and x contains a value of 10 and y contains a value of 20. Now write a program to swap these two numbers. That is, now y should become 10 and x should become 20. Okay, and you should write a function for that. So let us name the function swap function. Okay, you should not return anything, so make it a void function. And you can pass whatever arguments you want. So after calling the function, my x should become 20 and y should become 10. Okay, x equal to percentile d, y equal to percentile d, x and y. Okay, so you can pause the video and try to solve the problem. I hope most of you might have solved the problem. Let us look into the solution of it. Okay, suppose if I am passing the value of x and y to the function. Okay, therefore I'll have two more integers here. Let me call them a and b. Okay, now how to swap these two variables? Suppose this is a and this is b. A contains a value of 10 and now b contains a value of 20, because we are passing x here and we are passing y. So a will contain 10 and b will contain 20, because the value of x is coming here. So the value of x is 10, so a has become 10 and the value of y is 20. So we are passing y here, so the value of b becomes 20. Okay, so how to swap these two numbers? We'll have another temporary variable called temp. Okay, so let us call it temp. Now how we can swap the values is, we'll make temp equal to a initially. Okay, so now temp contains a value of 10. Okay, temp equal to a. Now I can make a equal to b. So now a has become equal to b. B is 20, so a will become 20. Okay, so now half the task is over. A has become 20. Now b has to become 10. So you can make b equal to 10. Then b will become 10. Okay, so b equal to temp. Therefore now b is 10. Okay, the values of a and b are swapped. But now if I print the value of x and the value of y, what will I get the answer? Okay, will I get 20 and 10 or will I get 10 and 20? The answer is I will get 10 and 20 only. You will not get 20 and 1. Let us run this program and see. X is 10, y is 20. Why this happened is, we have done call by value here. Call by value means only the value of x and the value of y are passed to the function. Okay, there is no reference to x and y, only their values are sent. Let us try to understand this in a better way. This is x which has a value 10. This is y which has a value of 20. When we called the function swap function, we passed the value of x to a. So a became 10 and b became 20. Okay, and when we swapped the numbers, a became 20 and b became 10. But nothing happened to x and y, because we only passed their value to the function. Okay, we did not pass any reference of x and y to the function, but we passed only the value of x and the value of y, and the new variables a and b inside the functions, they were swapped, not x and y. Okay, so if I want the original values x and y to be swapped instead of a and b, how can it be done? Okay, instead of swapping a and b, I want to swap x and y. How can it be done? So there is another way to call the function, that is called call by reference. Okay, so we are passing the value of x and y here. Instead we can pass the address of x and y. Okay, this is called call by reference. Since we are passing address of x and address of y, we should give a pointer here, because it's not a normal variable but a pointer. So we are giving a pointer here, pointers here. Okay, now the same program, instead of a will give star a, instead of b will give star b. Okay, now let us see what happens. So this is x which has a value 10. This is y which has a value 20. Okay, Now we are passing the address of x to a. We are passing the address of y to b. So now what does a contain? 6534. What does b contain? 6530. Okay. Now a and b are not containing the values 10 and 20, but they are having the address of x and the address of y, 6534 and 6530. Okay. Now we'll see what happened in the program. Now we made temp equal to star a. Okay. Temp equal to star a means, what does star a means? The value inside this address, the value inside 6534. Okay. The value inside 6534 is 10. So temp became equal to 10. Okay. Now we have made star a equal to star b. Okay. Now what does star a equal to star b means? Star b means value inside this address. Okay. B has a value 6530. The value inside this address. So the value inside 6530 is 20. So this is 20. Now what does star a means? Star a means the value inside the address 6534. The value inside the address 6534 should be equal to 20. Okay, star a equal to 20 means the value inside this address 6534 should be made 20. Okay, so the value inside this address 6534 became 20. Next, we made star b equal to temp. Okay, what happened now? What is star b? The value inside this address 6530 is equal to temp. Temp already has 10 value. So now the value inside y become equal to temp. Since temp is 10, it has become 10. Okay. So now x contains 20, y contains 10. If we run the program, we can see. X has become 20, y has become 10. So if we want to change the actual variables that we are passing to the function, we can always call the function using call by reference instead of calling by value. Okay. There is another very important scenario where call by reference is very useful instead of call by value. Suppose I'll give you the length and breadth of a rectangle. You should write a function to return the area as well as perimeter of the rectangle. Okay. You can pause the video and try to solve the problem. Okay. I hope you are able to solve the problem. Now we'll write the actual solution. Okay. Suppose we have length and the breadth. Okay. I'll give length as 10, breadth as 20. Now I'll write a function, my function, and pass the values length and breadth. Okay. So what happens? I'll receive the value of length inside A. I'll receive the value of breadth inside B. Okay. Now I need two more variables for area and for perimeter. I can find area using A into B. Okay. Length into breadth. I can find perimeter using 2 times A plus B. This is fine, very easy to find. But now, how do I send the value of area and perimeter to the main function? If I give int, I should return only one value. Okay, I can either return area or I can return perimeter, but I cannot return both area and perimeter at the same time. Okay, so one solution is write two functions. Okay, one for area, where I will return only area, and I'll have another function for perimeter. Here I will return 2 into x plus 1. But if I want to do using only one function, how can I do that? How can I return two values? Okay, area as well as perimeter, how can I return it? So this can be done using call by reference. Okay, So let us name this function area perimeter. Okay. So along with length and breadth, we can have two more variables. Okay, area and perimeter. And now instead of passing area and perimeter, we'll pass their addresses. Okay, we'll pass the address of area. We will pass the address of perimeter. Okay. Now to receive this address, there should be pointer. To receive this address, there should be pointer in the function. Okay. We'll declare two more pointers. Okay. Int star x, int star y. Okay. Now we don't want to return anything. We can make it void on. Now what we can do is we can give star x equal to a into b, okay, and star y equal to 2 into a plus b. So what is happening is we passed the address of area to x. Okay, so now x contains 6530, and we passed the address of perimeter to y. So y contains a value 6534. Okay, now when we make star x, we are actually changing the value inside area, because x contains address 6530, that is the address of area, and the value inside area that we are changing when we are giving star x equal to a into b. So a contains length, b contains breadth. So the value of a into b, that is 10 into 20. So now area becomes 200. Okay. Similarly, we are giving star y equal to 2 times a plus b. So what is star y? Y contains the address of perimeter. Okay. So star y means the value inside perimeter. The value inside perimeter becomes 2 into 10 plus 20. That is 60. Okay. So we did not even return one variable, but the value of area and the value of perimeter have been changed. Okay. So normally in C we can only return only one variable. So if we had used call by value, we couldn't have got both the values, area and perimeter. And now without returning any value, we could change area as well as perimeter in the main function. So in these two scenarios, call by reference is very useful. One, when you want to modify the actual parameters that you are passing, then you can give their addresses instead of the values. So we can call by reference. Okay. Another is whenever you want to return more than one variable, we can also use call by reference. Whatever you want to return, you pass their addresses and you can change their values inside the called function. Okay. Now we can run this program and check. We'll give area equal to perimeter equal to. We'll give area here, perimeter here. Let us run this program. Area is 200, perimeter is 60, just as we expected. Okay, so this is a very important concept in C language. If you have any further doubts, you can write down in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, please subscribe the channel